Hi, this is Jamewel Catunga, and I'm going to answer questions on laboratory exercise number 3 of Management Accounting 2. So the scenario is this. Pony Corporation is thinking about opening a baseball camp in Bataan. In order to start the camp, the company would need to purchase land, build 5 baseball fields, and a dormitory-type sleeping and dining facility to house 100 players. Each year, the camp would be run for 10 sessions of 1 week each. The company would hire college baseball players as coaches. The company attendees would be baseball players aged 12 to 18. Property values in Bataan have enjoyed a steady increase in value. It is expected that after using the facility for 20 years, Schilling can sell the property for more than it was originally purchased for. The following amounts have been estimated. Cost of land, 600,000. Cost to build dorm and dining facility is 2,100,000. Annual cash inflows, assuming that 100 players will attend the baseball camp within 10 weeks, 2,520,000. Annual cash outflows, 2,250,000. An estimated useful life, 20 years. Salvage value, 3,900,000. Discount rate, 10%. Present value of an annuity of 1, 8.514, and the present value 1.149. Excuse me. Now, question letter A. To gauge the sensitivity of the project to these estimates, assume that if only 80 campers attend each week, revenues will be 2,085,000 and expenses will be 1,875,000. What is the net present value using these alternative estimates? Discuss your findings. So I have here the calculation already done. However, the formula is here. So before we can solve for the NPV, what I'd like to do here is that I will I'll find the discounted cash flows of inflows and outflows. So the formula is this one. Okay, cash flow year number 1. Okay, so cash flow number 1 for the year number 1 divided by 1 plus rate, which is 10%, plus raised to the power of whatever year you're on. So for this particular formula, if you are using the if you're on the first year, because of this one, number 1, so cash flow number 1, it should all the exponent that you're going to use should also be the year that you are on. So cash flow number 1 for first year divided by 1 plus the rate, which is 10%, raised to the power of 1 because of the first year. Okay, it should give us, the result should be this. Okay, so for this formula here, the result is this one here. So for the first year, okay, and then plus the cash flow number 2. Okay, cash flow number 2, that's for the second year, divided by 1 plus the rate, which is 10%, raised to the power of 2 because that's for the second year. So the result for that formula will be this one here. Okay, so I hope you see the how it is being done. So cash flow, discounted cash flow of the year number 1 plus discounted cash flow of the year number 2. Just continue the process plus all the discounted cash flow up until you reach the period number 20 here. Okay, so the result should be this one in here. Okay, so after you're done, take all the sum of the discounted cash flow. It should give this amount here. Okay, and then that's for the inflows. Now let's go for the outflows. Now for the outflow, the same procedure. Use the same formula. Cash flow number 1 for the first year divided by 1 plus the rate, which is 10%, raised to the power of whatever year you're on. So the same up until you reach the period number 20. Okay, so after you're done, the same goes with this outflow. You're going to take the the sum of all what do you call this? The sum of all discounted cash flows up until the period number 20 here. Okay, so it should give us 15,962,931.97 peso. So take the difference of the two. Okay, inflows minus cash outflows. This is the discounted amount. It should give 1,787,848.38 peso. Okay, and then from this amount here, take the total initial investment, which is the cost of the land and the cost of the dorm and the dining facility, which is a total of 2,700,000. It should give this amount here. Okay, which is negative 912,151.62 peso. Okay, so if you notice, this is a negative NPV, which means that the project is not good. Okay, it will not yield a good revenue, simply because the assumption is that only 80 campers or 80 players will attend the baseball camp within 10 weeks over a year. Okay, every year. Now let's go to the second question. The second question is, assuming the original facts, what is the net present value if the project is actually riskier than first assumed and a 12% discount rate is more appropriate? The present value of 1 at 12% is 0.104, and the present value of an annuity of 1 is 7.469. Okay, so we are going to use the same facts as provided on the scenario, only that the discount rate has changed. It's 12%. Okay, so I have here the solution. Okay, so the same procedure, we are going to find, or we are going to solve for the discounted cash inflows and outflows first. So take the original amount of the cash outflow. Okay, divided by 1 plus the rate, which is 12%. Okay, raised to the power of whatever year you're on. So for example, you're using cash flow number 1, this one here. Okay, so cash flow number 1 divided by 1 plus 12% raised to the power of 1. Okay, so it should give this amount here. Okay, and then just continue the process plus cash flow year number 2. Okay, cash flow year number 2 divided by 1 plus the rate, which is 12% again, raised to the power of 2 because you are on the second year. So the result should be this one. Okay, this one here, year period number 2. Okay, so just continue the process until you reach the period number 20. Okay, and then it should give the result, this one. Okay, so the same process, take all of the discounted cash flows, and then it should give this amount here. Okay, the same goes with the cash outflows. Okay, the procedure is still the same. Cash flow number 1 for the year number 1 divided by 1 plus the rate, which is 12%, raised to the power of whatever year you're on. Okay, continue the process until you reach the year number 20. So it should give this amount in here. Okay, and then take the amount, all of this amount here, the discounted cash flow yearly, and then the amount should be this one. Okay, and then take the difference of the two, because that's the inflows and the outflows. So take the difference of the two, it should give this amount. Okay, and then from this amount, take the minus the total initial investment, which is 2,700,000. It should give this negative NPV here. Okay, then the present value of negative 683,250 and 22 centavo. Okay, so the main reason why it's negative, it's because the discount rate is quite high. It's 12%. Okay, that's the main reason why the NPV is being pulled down to negative value. Now for the first scenario, the main reason why it's negative is because we only assume that the number of players that will come during the baseball camp, it's only 80 players. So that's the main reason why the revenue is quite low. So that's all. Thank you.